And Southern Company, one of the largest power suppliers in the U.S., reported earnings this morning. Sales beat expectations, reflecting demand from its customers across Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, and the Florida Panhandle. But just as important as investors are the details of budget and schedule overruns at two of Southern Company's key projects. Southern's nuclear power plant under construction in eastern Georgia, the Vogtle plant. It is the country's first since the 1970s, and also a coal plant in Mississippi with the latest in carbon capture technology. That's years behind as well, and billions of dollars over the original plan. So Tom Fanning is the chairman, president, and CEO of Southern Company, also chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta. Tom, it is great to have you back on the program. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's great to be with you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Tom. I guess we can still say that going into 2015. Sure. Before we get to the projects under your belt, the earnings and what you've seen on demand, tell me what you're seeing from businesses. What's the business demand right now in the Southeast?
Yeah, it's really quite strong. The industrial classification, if you think about kind of three major segments, are driving way better than expected growth for 2014, and we think that will be sustained into 15. The first really deals with any businesses that benefit from cheap energy. So think about chemicals, pipelines, people like that. Second would be automotive, particularly strong. So think about primary metals, high-end textiles. The third really goes to housing. So industries related to stone, clay, glass, lumber, etc.
Okay, so it sounds all great, Tom, and in fact, you know, you pretty much have delivered on your earnings, but the big questions for investors and those watching Southern Company is, what about your two projects that seem to continue to be delayed over and over again? At Vogtle, you've just announced another delay, 18 months, $40 million. It'll cost you each month to the tune of $720 million. How do you make up this delay? How do you make this back up?
Well, we believe that the delays that the contractor is experiencing are really for the account of the contractor. And in fact, if you think about it, when that project was approved, we thought there would be about a 12% increase in rates. And in fact, we are still able to say that even if we have the delay that is proposed by the contractors, which we dispute a bit, then we think that the rates to customers will be impacted absolutely minimally. And in fact, instead of a 12% price increase, we think now, because we've brought over $2.3 billion of benefits to customers, we think the price increase will only be between 6 and 8%. So this delay by the contractors, we're evaluating it, don't know the details of it yet, but we believe customers will not be impacted.
Okay, but explain that to me. How exactly, and I know this is all happening as we speak, but explain to me how Southern Company is able to absorb those costs, those extra costs, exactly.
Southern Company won't absorb those costs, the contractors will. It's been very well documented that the contractors have been having their challenges with respect to engineering and constructing the plant. So those difficulties persist. The second, and it's kind of interesting, is there appears to be a financial dispute within the contractor group between Westinghouse and Chicago Bridge and Iron. And so we think that has some impact on the contractor delay in respect to the schedule. So the delays are really for the account of the contractor, not for Georgia Power, and certainly not for our customers.
Look, Tom, Southern Company building this new nuclear power plant, you know, I want to underscore that this is groundbreaking. You know, this was considered or is considered, you know, a sort of a beacon for nuclear energy in the United States. Do you worry, and is there a worry that given these delays, that might kill the appetite for more nuclear energy in the U.S.?
No, listen. We are committed to building a quality and safe plant. And my sense is, when you consider the energy portfolio requirements of the United States, we remain absolutely committed to nuclear as an important, dominant solution. in the nation's energy future. We think that this project, because remember, it was originally going to be 12 and now it's between 6 to 8, we're really over $2 billion better for our customers. I think at the end of the day, we may look back on Plant Vogtle 3 and 4 and claim this as one of the great mega project successes in American industrial history.
The Kemper plant, the coal plant, Tom, when that has also suffered some delays. When is that going to be finished?
We think in the spring of 2016. We're pretty much through with construction. There are still some construction expenditures we're experiencing, and those, Betty, are largely due to improvements that we're seeing that will help ultimately the plant operate better once it goes in service. But we are full speed ahead on startup activities right now. So far, the quality of the construction has been found to be excellent, and we continue apace with those activities. We look forward to having a terrific plant once it goes in service.
All right, Tom, thank you. Great to see you again. Tom Fanning, the chairman and CEO of Southern Company. And we'll be back in 2 minutes on In the Loop.